shadow hiding from the light, secrets buried in the coldest ground. We're digging deep where the truth is found. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it all. Whispers echo in the darkened halls, faint confessions on the paper walls. Every victim deserves their say. We're here to chase the night away. Daphne's case files, we're breaking the chain. Justice rising, no more pain. Evil's end, the final call. Behind the lies, we'll expose it Unseen crimes, they thought they'd won, but the fight for truth has just begun. Every clue, every trace, bringing evil face to face.
Ooh, hello, members. How are we doing tonight? Thank you so much for being here. We will be going over the Jack and Lilly Sullivan case. Thank you so very much for being here. You guys are amazing. Jesse, thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. I'm glad you are here so you can join us tonight. We will be going over a lot of different things tonight, and a lot of it has to do with Jamie. Oh, but thank you so much for joining. Thank you. The Mackenzie family. We will be going over Joyous. Hello, thank you. Hey, Jules. I hope you're doing good. Good to see you. Betty, thank you for becoming a new member as well. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Countryside, good to see you. Robin, hello. Good to see you. Carol, hello. Sammy, Miami, good to see you. Crystal, hello. Going up. Kelly, thank you so much for being here. Liz, hello. Thank you. Salty, hello. And let's see, I'm going up here, guys. Who did I miss? Wolfie, hello. Robin, hello. All of you guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. Welcome in. I'm Blue Jay. Hello. Thank you for becoming a member. You're awesome. Thank you. All righty, you guys. Let's get into this. All right. So I hope you're doing all right, Jules. Oh, she lost her puppers yesterday, so part of the family. I'm so sorry, Jules. I am so sorry, girl. So we will be going over the Jack and Lilly case today, right? And this is their adorable faces here. I'm going to click on this photo and see if I can bring it up a little larger. No? Here, you know what? Let's get out of here and get a better picture of Jack and Lilly. Sometimes these people like to put their ads and just really just smog up the entire picture. Here we go, right here. This one right here is good. Jack and Lilly have been missing since May 2nd, right, of 2025. And there's been a lot of, I'm just going to say it, shenanigans going on, right, with this case. In my opinion, there's a lot of people holding back And now people are coming out of the woodwork, like different people, right? And I call them players. These people are players. And I want to show you some stuff today. I'm going to first bring you over to the maps. There was some items found on this past search. And there was a woman that came out last night and spoke about some of the items that haven't really been talked about because now the RCMP has some of these items. There was one item in particular that I want to go over with you. This item was located by a family member. That's all I'm going to say. And it looked to have blood on it. And I'm not going to really say too much more about it, but I want to show you a picture of this blanket, or this, excuse me, blanket and shirt, guys. Blanket and shirt. Whose shirt does that kind of look like right there? And let me blow it up a little bit larger for you. I got so many windows open. So this is a blue blanket right here. And it kind of looks like it has some marks on it, right? Or it could be from like the leaves or something. But I was told that there was blood on it, right? I was told that I could share this photo. I made sure before I brought it up. And that white shirt, whose could it be? It's a white sweater. Looks like leopard print, right? But I find that quite odd, especially in the place that it was located, right? So let's head over to our maps and take a look. All right, one second, you guys. I am going to go over to our maps and we are going to take a look at Landsdowne crosses over the tracks. Give me 1 second. We're going to Google Earth. How was everybody's day? Did everybody have a good day today? I've had a day, I'll tell you. I went to go to work today for a little bit, and I went and got my coffee because you know how I like my coffee, you guys. So I went to Dunkin' and I grabbed my coffee and I pulled into a parking space just to like eat my little wrap and stuff. And then all of a sudden, like what is it called? The oil pressure gauge on my vehicle went to nothing. Like it went to nothing. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then the oil light came on and the engine light came on. And I'm like, oh my God. But nothing was wrong. Like the truck, like it was still running. Like everything was fine. So I'm like, oh my gosh, well, let me go back home because I don't want to drive it if it says it has no oil pressure, right? So I get back home. The oil's a little bit low because, I mean, it's an older vehicle, so it burns oil. But I think it's like a sensor or something. So I got to take it in Monday, but I'm stuck at home all weekend. And it's so aggravating, you guys. Like, I can't go anywhere because you don't want to drive your vehicle, like, if there's something wrong with the oil, right? So, yeah, I'm stuck, but it's okay because now I can hang out with you guys all day, right? All right, so I'm at my maps and I am actually making sure that I am getting the correct place where this was found. Make sure that I'm getting the correct area. So I was told to where Landsdowne crosses over the railroad tracks, right? Between the first and second set of tracks. Okay. So we have the boot prints. Oh, excuse me. That's the wrong place for the boot prints. Some of these are older, these markings here, because this is when we were first told about where the boot prints and stuff were. We were told that they were in these areas and then they changed to different areas, right? So I just left the markings there. But we know Earl lives here, Janie, and then Ron, right? Now we heard that the blanket was over here and then the boot prints were over here. Now I was told that this blanket was passed past their place in between the first and set tracks, right? So we have railroad tracks. These are the railroad tracks right here, right? This is Landsdowne Road, you guys. So you're passing Ron's. This was the house that was up for sale that is no longer up for sale. There's Melvin Getty's home, right? This is the home with the black truck. This is the home that they put up for sale, but they're no longer putting it up for sale. And then we have Jack and Lily's home over here. We have the cabins and the church there. So I've pretty much mapped out like everything, right? And then you have the other family members over here. I don't want to get you guys lost. So you have where the sticker star was found. You have Harvey McKenzie, Wayne McKenzie. Do you see how Janie's family is literally all over the place, right? There is like a house or land for sale here. The two heat sources that were found were here. Then you had oil drums over in here that were also looked into. You have one of the staging areas over in here, which I call staging area 2, because there was a first staging area that was over yonder by the Landsdowne Lake, which was off of Matheson West Road, not to be confused with Matheson East Road. So this new blanket with the shirt. Now, can you guys hear me? He ran. Oh, he's waiting to call me and shenanigans, both idiots. Oh, he's not allowed. He's not coming in here. He's not a member. So I wanted to do this on members because I don't want to deal with that. And then, you know what I mean? I just want to hang out with you guys. So I'm wanting to make sure that Wolfie, are you in here? Even though I can't see you in here. Am I getting hot? Because I know you probably know where the exact area is. If you could tell Joyous and have her relay it to me would be awesome. He is in here. Thank you. I have permission to show this. Thanks, guys. I can't see him. And I know he's contacted YouTube and I still can't see him, you guys. It's crazy. Yeah, yesterday was quite wild. With Durwood coming in. He wasn't very nice. So I was told that this new blanket was found. It was way past their place in between the first and second set of tracks. Now I know that must be the first set of tracks, right? Because when you turn on Landsdowne Road, that you cross in the road, there's the tracks. So if you keep going, it had to have been found way through here. And if you remember, one of my awesome mods had spotted something as well on her. Oh, Wolfie wants to know what he's looking for. Wolfie, someone gave me permission to show the shirt and the blanket and trying to explain to me exactly where it was found. And that's why I'm trying to pinpoint it on the maps, if that makes sense. I was told it was quite a ways from Jack and Lily's home, but it was in between the first and second set of tracks on Landsdowne Road, if that makes sense. Ben, thank you so much for becoming a member. I truly appreciate you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Does the blue blanket belong to Jack and Lily? He says, oh, I'm cold. I'm cold. So the blue blanket, the RCMP do have currently. I believe they came out and got it. I was told, Wolfie, that it was out here somewhere. Okay, let's just say that the blanket. Oh, okay. I see where it crosses right here. Okay, so the railroad tracks out here, this is where I was told where the railroad tracks are out here is where the blanket with the shirt was found, right? And the RCMP do have this, but it looked to be that there was some type of blood or something on the shirt, guys. Something unusual on the shirt. Now, we do know that there's been some really, really odd things. Really odd things. And found. Like there was underwear found, lots of underwear found, right? Okay, thank you, Wolf. Well, that's what I have someone telling me, but I need to look at it on the map. Thank you. Lots of weird underwears. There was a bottle of like old bottle of water out there, and just some strange things that were found, right? Along with the geocaching thing that was found out there that had Daniel's name on it, guys. That's weird, right? That's weird. I mean, yeah, he's been living out there for a while, but still, like, it's just weird. And the date was weird, right? Yeah, someone's dancing naked in the woods. Well, allegedly, I heard that there was like blood on a couple of those undie pants. So, and a burnt t shirt. Thank you. Thank you. I think Brad talked about the t shirt. And he explained that on Sunny's Live, I believe. So now, one of my awesome mods, her name is Salty, right? She actually had spotted something which would have been on the way to Jack and Lily's school, right? And I do know that this stuff was actually looked into. It was looked into, and it was just stuff, like just regular trash, but it's still good that the family was able to look into this because you just never know, right? And this, I believe, this is how this blanket was also found. This blanket with the t-shirt. I'm just going to say blanket t-shirt, right? And I find it odd. Like, I know that the searchers searched out there and stuff. So I don't know how they didn't come across it, but they maybe because they didn't go too far out. Maybe that's what it is. But it makes you wonder, like, if this stuff was planted, like, after the search or whatnot. Now, there was a strange phone call last night that came into DT's that I want to go over because I do have the transcripts. And there was a name mentioned, and his name is Alvin McKenzie. I can absolutely tell you that he is Janie's brother, right? He is Janie's brother. And I'm going to show you right now. So Janie's got a lot of brothers, mainly brothers, right, in her family. And give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up Janie's family tree. Why is this important? Because what we're about to listen to will talk about, we'll talk about her brother. So this guy here, his name is Robert Kent Carrick, right? He is Janie's stepfather. And this is just, this is his obit. And it says Carrick Robert Kent, right? Age 75 of West River Station, passed away on February 6, 2020 in Aberdeen Hospital, New Glasgow. Kent was retired Nova Scotia land surveyor. He was a land surveyor. Keep that in mind. He enjoyed fishing on the Barneys River. We also know who lives by the Barneys River, and that is Earl. Earl has land over there, right? And several lakes in northern Ontario. He had been a blueberry farmer for many years. Blueberries are good, right? It says Kent is survived by his wife, Jessie Grotto, stepchildren, Wayne McKenzie, James McKenzie, Muriel McKenzie, which I believe is a sister, Alvin McKenzie, Janie McKenzie, Harvey McKenzie, and Ron McKenzie. And it goes on to list his many grandchildren, stuff like that. I don't see Daniel's name in there, which is weird. Maybe because it's a step grandchild. Who knows? We know where Wayne lives, right? He lives pretty close to Brad, right? Wolfie, I'm waiting for her to see the message. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Wolfie. Wolfie wants you to go back to the train tracks and follow the road to another set of tracks. I thought there was only one track. All right. Give me a second. All right. Here's the train tracks, right? Lansdowne Road. I'm right across from Earl's. Thank you, Joyous. I'm right across from Earl's house. Sounds like chipmunks. Yeah, I know, right? It does. It does. So do I go left or right? Like go back towards Jack and Lily's home or go the opposite way? I'm just going to read this while I wait for. Thank you, Joyous. I appreciate you being the interpreter for. I just don't understand why I cannot see his comments. So as of now, I know where Wayne lives. I know, of course, know where Janie lives. I know where Harvey lives. I know where Ron lives, right? And we can see that we don't see the map, Daphne. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Well, let's put the map back up then. Jeez. All right, here we go. So sorry. There we go. There's the map. The map. Okay. All right, Wolfie. Here's the tracks. There's where the old boot prints were. They were. Here's Earl's house. So do I go this way towards Jack and Lily's house or do I go back this way? Wolfie states do not show until you can confirm. How am I going to show it though? I don't know where it's at. I was just told, like I was trying to read it, but I can't listen to the. No, he's not blocked. He's not blocked from the channel. It's just some kind of glitch or something in the system. Yeah. So while he's looking, I'm going to show you something. So again, we have Ron McKenzie, right? And then Janie again over here, right? Wayne and Harvey. He's confirming right now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Go straight. LOL. Straight where? Oh my gosh. All right, hold on. But I know I was told. So Gordon Summit area. Go straight, Wolfie says. Towards Gordon Summit? Oh my God. Okay. Here, let's do this. I have hold on one second. Oh my God, guys. All right. Well, I will find it soon enough. Yeah, just say it was away. It was way far. It's okay. I can find it afterwards and put it on the map and then put it in a members post for you guys. How about that? Follow the tracks until you hit another set of tracks. I thought there was only one set of tracks. Okay. Like going out here where if we were going to their school, that's a dirt road. Okay. That's really far away. Another set of tracks. Hold on, let me look at the chat. Stop right there. Okay. I'm going to zoom out. I don't see another set of tracks though, guys. It Just looks like the same tracks. Stop. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. All right. We'll just move on from that and then we'll find it in a minute. So it's okay, guys. I know from reading from a family member, they said that it was pretty far away from Jack and Lily's home. But the shirt had been recognized that it could belong to someone, right? Someone in the family. That's all I'm going to say. I can't say more. That is pretty far away, right? That is actually kind of going to their school. That would be on the way to the school. Yeah, thank you. I just can't listen to anything, but I can just write it out in text, please, and thank you. All right, let's go to something else real quick. I want to show you something else. I want to go to the dispatch real quick. So we were told that, let me get rid of this. We were told that, before you listen to this video, 1 second. Goodness gracious. I got too many things open here. We were told in the beginning, this was in the morning, like right when they got there, right? And we were told to look out for this black SUV. There was a neighbor that had called. And before we listen to this video, if you guys remember, thank you, Mom. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I know it's horrible that I can't see. I don't understand it. We were told that there was a black SUV just north of the residence and on the left side of the road. Do you guys remember hearing that in dispatch? And do you remember in the dispatch, there was 2 people walking, and they were walking towards Landsdowne Lake. And they said they were going to fish. Private message, Blue Jay. Private message. Yeah, they were going to fish, right? They said they checked out. They checked out the SUV. It says, does not appear to be a CRV, but it's a black SUV. And the reason why it says that is because there was a lady who said that there was a Kia Sportage. You remember hearing about Kia? But we were told that Daniel had a Kia Sportage. Do you remember that? I'm just going to read this to you real quick. A black SUV just north of the residence and on the left side of the road does not appear to be a CRV, but it is a black SUV. If anybody wants to come up and have a look at that, just under the helicopter here now, if you guys are visual. And it says, drove by that on my way in. That's a Kia Sportage. And it's a Delta Papa Uniform 468. I didn't run it, but there was nobody in it, talking about the Kia. I'm right here. I will search it for you. Yeah, we copy that. There's looks like 2 individuals walking down towards the lake, talking about Landsdowne Lake, ahead of the vehicle. And there's a cabin at the lake, right? Because you got the cabin next door and you got a cabin, like these little cabin things or homes, homes on the lake, 2 of them. That vehicle comes back to a Gregory Diffin, right? It says, I'll pass from patrol floor. Good. Yeah, we're okay. Cross the highway here, the wooded area behind the residence. So that's where they were searching at that time. I'm actually coming down for a battery swap right now, he's talking about. But I want to take you back here just a minute. There was a woman just before that, right? Her name was Karen Ponickow, I think, or something like that. You guys remember the woman before? What happened? Why is everybody laughing? I'm so lost. Yes, two folks walking. Absolutely. I have no idea what's going on. Hold on. I didn't see any message from Rob. Hold on one second. All right. Anyways, there was a woman. She said only about 5 minutes ago, she was reporting driving past a black Honda CRV filled with ocean marker golf like socks, right? That's weird, right? That left the outdoor recreational park close to the residence, talking about the Lorda Park. I'm not sure if it's related, but it felt a bit strange to her. The driver was a white male around 50 years old, bald with a mustache. And it left from 1480 Gairloch Road, talking about the Lorda Park again. Excuse me. And they were looking for this person in like their 50s, 60s or whatever, bald with a mustache. They could never find that vehicle again, but they did find the two guys. And I want to show you something. This is all going to make sense in just a second, I promise. So I'm going to show you. They were parked facing no private messaging. Kia Sportage, yes, Jesse, ding, ding, ding. And he has a mustache. He's not bald, but I wonder if that could have just been mistaken a little bit, right? So this vehicle now was parked. I'm going to go back to our house. So this right here, it says they were walking towards this lake. But allegedly, they were parked, from what we can tell, like down here by the house. Why would that vehicle be parked by the house? And the name is completely different than the name it's about to give in the video clips that I'm about to share with you. Because if you remember, I don't know if you've watched the video yet with the caller last night. This caller said that it was Alvin McKenzie, and there was a few other names in there as well. So this will make sense in just a second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to remove the maps here. Okay. I'm going to add this video to screen. And I want you to listen to this and we'll explain as we go through. All right, let me blow that up for you guys to hear. Here we go. Christmas party. You didn't bring me, Jen? You didn't bring me? Yeah. Is that a coincidence? I say no coincidences whatsoever, guys. No coincidences. All right, I have this time stamped exactly when the lady calls in.
On the surface, if you're looking at it just without all the evidence behind it, probably does look suspicious. But once you add everything into place, it makes you wonder, like, all right, well, is it, I mean, you may not have like a super close radius, but it wouldn't.
Hold on, 114. Oh, and I heard Janie doesn't have a heart condition, but the way that her polygraph test was acting all erratic, that the polygraph test were telling her that she should go get checked for a heart condition. Have you guys heard that? You'll hear it in just a minute.
Passing line detector test and the boot prints. I mean, he'd also have to go out to the pipeline in the middle of nowhere and plant the boot prints. And there's just so much there. It doesn't add up in that direction for me yet. Now, I'm open to change my stance. When the circumstance change, so can the stance. If RCMP comes out tomorrow and says, hey, we uncovered this of the Pathfinder, then yeah, maybe so. All right, we actually have somebody coming in, so we're going to take a call Let me pull that up. And welcome to the channel, C. How you doing, C? I can hear you. How's it going? Can you hear me? Grabbers, can you hear me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, perfect. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Oh, just living the dream out here, like everyone else. But I just wanted to say thanks so much for all your coverage and everything that you do. It's totally appreciated out here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. What are your thoughts? Which case are you following? Jack, Lilly, or both?
Right now, I'm following the Jack and Lilly case. I'm looking into it on behalf of a lawyer, Daly and Thomas.
Okay.
And I just found it really interesting during this whole case that it's been like project obstruction,
Okay.
with both sides attacking one another and getting in the way of information, withholding things, the attacks, the cyberbullying. It's just kind of gotten to a point now where I'm questioning what the whole objective of that is. Do you have any ideas?
Well, I know that when there's no answers, people will start to fill in the blanks. And oftentimes when they don't have the answers and they start to fill in the blanks, they fill them in wrong. And it's not uncommon for family members to turn on each other. There was a case out here in San Antonio, a pregnant young lady. She was supposed to go get induced and goes missing the day before her induction with her boyfriend. A lot of people jumped to a lot of conclusions and thought that the boyfriend had done something to her and the baby. Weeks go by, they end up finding out that they are, as they were missing, weeks go by, they end up being found both shot in the back of a vehicle.
Oh, dear.
And up until that point, both sides of the family started blaming each other. The female side of the family was blaming hardcore on the male side of the family because he had some drug stuff in his past and whatnot. And when the truth came out, it was both of them. They both were involved. In fact, she was the one that set up a drug run, a drug buy. They went out there, a scuffle ensued, and they both got taken out execution style.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But during that time frame, the families, because there was no answers and because there was red flags here or red flags there, those things were magnified in the absence of answers to fill in those blanks, and families just completely turned on each other. And in this case, you have Daniel and Malaya that are turning on each other. And for me, that's what you want. If you're an investigator, you want your suspects to turn on each other. You want to separate them and isolate them and make sure they don't talk, which is what they did to themselves. Malaya left Daniel, blocked him on all things, and I'm sure law enforcement were egging her on. I guarantee you law enforcement were egging her on because they wanted to maintain the separation of that relationship, because they didn't want them to come together and have an alibi, clear up something and have a story straight. And so they did it for them. And then they've turned on each other. And here recently, I've even heard where Malaya's side of the family, like within the family, are turning on each other as well. And again, this is because there's not answers. And so until there's some sort of answer or anything like that, I feel that we're probably going to see a lot of people turn on each other.
True. I have one last question, if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead. We don't have anybody else on. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I have it under good knowledge that there was some evidence found in the beginning near the waterfalls, and it was found by a volunteer search person who notified the RCMP, and then the RCMP went and collected it. And I have a picture of the RCMP officer along with the vehicle that they were driving.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering why the police have now reported that it's lost. And my other one is follow-up is that Belinda Gray had actually indicated to us that there was a sweater wrapped in a towel that was also located on the search date that PBMH went out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we actually sent someone to go collect it and bring it to Major Crimes, who met them immediately and did pick it up. We've also never heard any word on that. I'm just wondering where all this missing evidence is going.
Yeah, no, in an open investigation, we probably aren't going to hear about everything. Now, I do know in the RCMP documents, they reference a few other items that were found out there during the initial search and that they had no relevance. The media had stated that there was some items found, including a blanket, I believe, and that the RCMP comment to them was that they were not related. And that was referencing the Please Bring Me Home search. I believe it was the blanket, but I don't, it doesn't sound like anything has come up since the initial search of any relevance to the case, which can be concerning. But I also think that when I looked at where majority of the search was happening, it seemed like they were covering a lot of the same spots that ground and search and rescue team had already searched and covered tremendously. In fact, I think somebody had commented about the sheer amount of pink ribbons that were out there. Now, I'm not familiar with anything underneath the cliff. And this picture, if you don't mind sending me that, I would really be interested in seeing that, because I'm not familiar with that finding.
Are you talking about the bloody sweater that was wrapped in a towel?
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that was outside the PBMH search area, actually.
Okay.
Was actually notified to PBMH, but they didn't care to go and collect it. They said that it was of no value to them as far as they knew. So that's why we had actually sent somebody to go collect it ourselves to submit it, because I don't understand under what authority any kind of anything around there wouldn't be something to be looked at.
I don't disagree with you. I think it should have been. I didn't know there was blood on it too. That's interesting.
Well, I can't guarantee you it's blood, but it certainly looked like blood.
Understood. Yeah, if you have information or images of that, if you don't mind sending it to my email at drunkturkeyshow@gmail.com, I'd love to look at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not familiar with that. And my goal has always been to be accurate, as accurate as I possibly can. That's why even when, like, for instance, things that have come out that maybe don't make, certain people look in the best light, like Daniel, I'm not hidden from those things. I've been the one that have broken many of the things that that don't look good, and that's because of what he's told me. And at the end of the day, I just kind of think that RCMP's investigation is pretty thorough, but if there's more to it, I'd be definitely interested. How far outside of this? I'm not familiar. Where was this found? Was it a child's sweater?
No, it was a woman's sweater, and it was, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was a gray type sweater, like a sweatshirt sweater type with a cheetah print.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
They never mentioned anything about that, which is fine. We've already submitted it. Major Crimes came right away. They seemed interested, so that was great. But they, I wonder about the police's work with this, just to an extent. I mean, I respect them. I love them. I appreciate them. I work with them often. But my question is that, so there was a witness that has come forward that actually states being on Landsdowne Road, and they actually were stopped by two vehicles. One was identified as Elvin McKenzie, and the other person, one of the occupants of the second vehicle, was named as Jenna Jowdry. So when this witness went to the police with the information,
Sorry, guys. Jeez. I have to do it at least once a night. I gotta do that. Okay. So I believe that maybe somehow Logan is connected to Jenna Jowdry, or whatever her name is. That was with Alvin, right? Alvin McKenzie. And we know on Landsdowne Road, Ron lives there. Ron McKenzie lives there. Janie has her property next to Ron's. And then you got Earl's property, right? Now, if you continue on that road, keep going down that road, is where they found this blue blanket and then the white shirt with the leopard print on it. Now, I was hoping Salty was still in here. I don't know if she's listening, but Salty, if you're listening, they mentioned where the shirt was found, there was these big dirt piles. And I remember when Salty was on with me a few weeks back, there was huge dirt piles on the side of the road. No, you don't see her yet. I thought maybe she was just listening. She might just be listening. But I wanted to say that to her because I remember she pointed out those dirt piles off of land. Like if you're going towards the children's school, there was those big mounds of dirt. And I remember that because I kept saying gravel pit road. And she says, no, there's gravel. Remember those big heaping things of gravel on the side of the road? So supposedly that's where that shirt and blanket was found over in there. And I just noticed something else very odd too over in that area that I'm going to show you guys in just a moment. But that would be on the way to the children's school, going that way. I think that they are close. I think they've been close. I've heard that there's arrests coming. I mean, by multiple people, not just, you know what I mean? And then Daniel even says something to Charmaine that same week about arrest. So, I don't know. And then now I've heard Malaya was actually in rehab. I heard that like a few weeks ago that she was in rehab, but supposedly she's also in like mental health care right now. And it makes me wonder, like, you know, it's really sad, but it makes me wonder if she does know what happened, maybe she's going to try to plead insanity or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just that made me think of that. But I do hope she's getting the help that she needs, you know? Thank you guys. Thank you, Haley. I appreciate you. So I'm going to let this play out, let you guys get caught up with the information on here, and then we're going to go back and point out on the maps and what they're talking about. Give me 1 second, you guys.
They didn't really do anything about it, but I'm just wondering, given the fact that they pulled him over in order to check this evidence that they found at 10:45 in the morning on May 2nd, and yet that item was not reported as found until after 3:21 by a girl named Emily Ogley. So why didn't they report these items found at 10:45 in the morning and head in the other direction rather than go to the house and report it?
Exactly.
Why did nobody ever hear about it till late in the afternoon?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I said, this is the first time I've heard about any of this.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that's been distorted between all this project obstruction that has been going on between these camps. And it is quite frustrating trying to run an investigation when you have 20,000 other investigators competing for that spot. So,
right.
You know.
So run that by me again. Somebody got pulled. Mackenzie, which Mackenzie got pulled over?
No, it wasn't a Mackenzie that got pulled over. It was our witness.
Okay.
Was driving down the road, heading to a fishing spot, I believe, and happened to notice these people on the side of the road. Slowed down. They flagged them down. The girl said, "We found a shirt." He's seen her run out of the bushes towards the vehicle. And then she said, "Oh, we found a shirt down here," and told them that they were family from Truro and they were out looking for the missing kids. Well, the witness had never heard of any missing kids or anything like that at that point. So was curious, went and looked at the shirt that was placed ever so nicely over the top of a little pine tree. And then those guys ended up departing ways. But when they left in the complete opposite direction of the house on Gairloch. And then later on, I'm checking the court documents, finding out that Emily Oakley reported finding these items, and her timestamp on her photo for those items was at 3:21 p.m. But those items were discovered at 10:45 a.m. We have a witness statement.
Gotcha.
So what is, I don't understand that.
I don't either. That's interesting. I mean, at 10:45 a.m., that's super early.
Right?
That's like the police didn't even arrive there. They just arrived at Gairloch Road for like, I don't know, like 12 minutes already at that point. I think they got there at 10:27.
Precisely.
And so, now if it was, I guess, a McKenzie, I mean, where did that name come from? I know you mentioned it.
Because unlike the police, I actually made sure that my team supplied this witness with a complete photo lineup of anybody and everybody we could compile that could possibly be related to the case. And after numerous selections, they did finally pick out Alvin McKenzie as one of the drivers of a silver Civic, 4-door.
Silver Civic.
And Jenna Jowdry was hanging out the back of a dark colored sedan.
Who else had a
They
dark
were
sedan?
confidently identified by a very valid source.
Who else had a dark colored sedan, you guys? So Wayne McKenzie has a dark colored sedan parked in his yard. Could that be the same one? We were also told that Daniel had, he had more like a hatchback. But on the Globe and Mail's article, they called his vehicle a sedan, a dark or a black sedan, I believe. Remember? Like to get out of a really horrible charge, blame it on mental illness. That was the first thing that came to my mind, Sammy, when I heard about that. Because at first I heard she was in rehab, and then from a couple people, and then it went to mental illness, and I'm like, but we know that she had issues with anxiety and stuff, and it makes me wonder, like, if she was, I don't know, I mean, obviously she was going through a lot of shit when she was living there with Daniel, in my opinion, right? So anything is possible. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna pull up the docs too.
And has this source spoken to law enforcement?
Yes. Okay. Everything that I'm stating to you has been forwarded to law enforcement at the time that all these claims were made, but nothing's been followed up, and everything's just been kind of lost in the mail.
Gotcha. And where was and how far away was this from Gairloch Road? That
well, you know where sorry, not to cut you off. Sorry, hon.
It's okay.
You know where the T-shirt was found along with the blanket?
I don't. I'm not. I know where one blanket was found, just the one that was in question.
Blanket, sorry, on the tree.
Yeah, the one on the tree. I'm familiar with. Yeah, I'm familiar with that one was found.
So that's right where it was.
Okay.
What?
I can send you the logistics to all of that as well.
What did she say? What was?
My team supplied this witness with a complete photo lineup of anybody and everybody we could compile that could possibly be related to the case. And after numerous selections, they did finally pick out Alvin McKenzie as one of the drivers of a silver Civic, 4-door.
Yeah.
And Jenna Jowdry was hanging out the back of a dark colored sedan.
Okay.
They were confidently identified by a very valid source.
And has this source spoken to law enforcement?
Yes. Okay. Everything that I'm stating to you has been forwarded to law enforcement at the time that all these claims were made, but nothing's been followed up, and everything's just been kind of lost in the mail.
Gotcha. And where was and how far away was this from Gairloch Road? That
well, you know where sorry, not to cut you off. Sorry, hon.
It's okay.
You know where the T-shirt was found along with the blanket?
T-shirt along with the blanket.
I'm not. I know where one blanket was found, just the one that was in question.
Blanket, sorry, on the tree.
Yeah, the one on the tree. I'm familiar with. Yeah, I'm familiar with that one was found.
So that's right where it was.
Well, it was.
Okay.
I can send you the logistics.
Right where what was? I was told that the blue blanket and t-shirt that I just showed you was found further away. That's why I'm confused. Or maybe the car she's talking about. Yeah, that's not really clarified there, right? What happened? Oh my God, not too off topic, but I'm a single mom and I need to share my son is 15 months old today. And oh my gosh, congratulations, Sammy. That's so exciting. That is so exciting when they take their first step and stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh. Cherish those days. I missed when mine were little. I got baby fever so bad. It's horrible. I'm too old to have babies now, though. Yeah, but the thing is, Haley, like, I know where the pink blanket was found, and I've been told that this new blanket and shirt that's wrapped in together was completely different. The shirt found right by the blanket on the tree is May 2nd. Absolutely. Not what was found. Okay. So let me clarify. So we have the pink blanket, and I know everything's been all scattered because with Daniel and Jean, all of them, right? So we've had to like move things. I was first told that it was found on the corner of Landsdowne Station Road. Then it moved to Landsdowne Road. Now it's off of Landsdowne Road. And then the boots are over there off the pipeline, like past Earl's, excuse me. And it's just crazy how many different things have been said. But the pink blanket was found on the left-hand side close to like Ron's and Janie's over in that area, right? Well, in between the home, I'll show you guys in a minute. But I was told the new blue blanket and t-shirt was found further away. And it's in the documents, clothing being found at the same time. I've actually just pulled up the documents, so I'm gonna look again. Is the pink blanket and t-shirt found on the same day? I was not told at all. It doesn't say anything about. Now, Joyous, I do have the dispatch where it says that when they found the pink blanket, the piece of pink blanket, they said there is also some other clothing and torn up clothing and rags is what they said. The lady talking is saying right where the pink blanket, she's saying a gray sweater was found. See, I have the family member. I just spoke to the family member who found it, and she said it was found further down where away. Yeah, you're welcome, Joyce. Away where the railroad tracks come together twice, like not the first time, but the second time. And it's by heaps of dirt. So I'll show you guys in just a minute. And I'm looking through the documents too to make sure that I'm correct. Hold on one second.
Fix to all that as well.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'd like to look at that.
Hold on one second.
Because I know that the blanket was found just shortly before 4:00 by, I believe it was family members of Malaya's.
Correct. Emily Oakley and I believe Haley.
Mm-hmm.
Emily Oakley was the girlfriend to Hayden. She was staying with Patty and had actually come to the search with Patty. From Truro.
So did Haley also see this sweater with potential blood on it?
I don't believe so. That was collected independently. So what happened was PPMH had different search teams designated to whatever areas. Pardon me.
Okay.
And there was a couple participants who weren't able to make the terrain. So they just kind of scouted off on their own. And they ended up coming across it, taking pictures, phoning it in. And then nobody wanted to do anything with it. But when it was brought to our attention, I thought, well, no, it's in that area. So I think, it's worth having a look at, just to have a look at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it was opened up and looked at, it was like, okay, that might be blood. So how about we just send it in?
Right. Well, I would assume, this is a big assumption, but I would assume that it would have been tested. And I know that they've gotten toothbrushes or some sort of stuff from Jack and Lilly to match for DNA. So there should be a easy way to determine whether or not that was blood, that it belonged to them or not, and that would determine whether or not the blood was related to somebody of theirs. Now that doesn't mean Daniel, obviously. So if Daniel cut himself or something happened to Daniel and he bled on something, he himself told me they have never asked for his DNA. He believes they have his DNA because he's drinking cups and things like that during interrogations and stuff like that, but they've never swabbed him himself. But if it was like Malaya's, if it was somebody else who was related to them, there would be some sort of like somewhat of a match. So it's interesting. I wonder about it. I had heard that they had found other items. Now, I was familiar with the sweater. I was not familiar with it being any possible blood on it. I was familiar with, I think, a shirt, another piece of blanket, a separate pink blanket that wasn't apparently associated with anything, and some bottled water bottles and some other things that were in that area, or let me rephrase that were unknown where they were found. When Daniel told me about those items, he told me that those items, when they showed him pictures of it, they were all separate. So he doesn't know if they were found together, found separate, or any of those things. And in the RCMP documents, they kind of loosely mentioned some of those items as not being relevant. But if there's blood on it, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not confirmed yet. It looks suspicious to me. And you know what? When it was called into the RCMPs to come and look at it, they actually made it there in due time. I think 10-15 minutes. Like they wanted their hands on it. So I thought that was interesting that, it wasn't handed in by other people on these searches, but it could be valid, and I don't know why it wouldn't have been collected.
That's interesting why it wouldn't have been collected so early on. But I don't understand why it wouldn't have been either if they took all the way till 3:00. That's wild. But
yeah, it is. It's pretty sad. Like, that's how much information has been lost in transition here. It's like, things that should have been said or done have not been. Instead, we've been worried about other things that are just obstructing it all. And it's getting tough. Like, I would love to be able to ask Alvin, why he was on that road, or even talk to Jenna and find out, why she didn't report it. But Daniel's camp has been against me since day one, so I get nowhere with that. I'd love it if you could ask.
Yeah, no, I already, I am. Trust me. So if you send me the names, Alvin is one of them, right? You said Alvin? You know what? I'll ask right now. I don't know if I'll get an answer right now, but I'll ask.
All right. That's what I thought. Right after the pipeline.
All right, I sent out the question there. I know that I've talked to Janie and I've talked to Daniel, and both of them have said that they're kind of stepping away. Also, they've been attacked a lot, and so one of the things that they have been saying beforehand is that they've noticed that Malaya does get attacked, but not as much as them, and they've realized it's because they talk so much to social media, and so they've basically told me that they're stepping away because of that. So we'll see if they respond to me. But that's interesting. I was not aware of that. And so were you part of the recent search?
I have not been a part of the PBMH for about a month and a half, 2 months now.
Oh, okay.
I resigned from there actually earlier on in the case.
Gotcha.
I'm working actually under Daly and Thomas, the law firm.
Understood.
So yeah, so I've been looking into it all along. I usually try to keep a low profile, but I'm so tired of people missing such important, critical aspects of this case that I finally decided that, you know what, I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah. What do you think about the boot prints?
I I don't know. In my experience looking for missing people, I mean, a boot print around the place where they went missing, maybe, but a boot print that far away and just a boot print when it's 2 children, I don't know. I find that skeptical.
Okay.
RCMP indicated there were a cluster of boot prints, 2 different sizes, both children. One of them matched the boots that were purchased by Malaya in March with the down to the size on the thread pattern of the boot print, saying 29. And that they also indicated that they believed it was out of the way for other kids to have been walking in that area.
Okay. That I would suggest maybe looking more into, but I wasn't aware of other boot prints that matched their exact sizes. I was told that the bigger size of boot would have been way too big for Lilly. So I'll confirm that.
No, so the documents indicate that there was a 29, and in fact, they thought it was too small. So they went and spoke with Malaya, and Malaya said that Lilly wore a size 13, and it was said size 29, which correlated with size 11. And so they ended up going and getting Malaya's financial records, and they find a purchase of these boots in March. And so when they went and they compared the SKU number with the store, they were able to determine the boots, and they were the same boot pattern that had the number on the bottom. And what they found out was that Malaya had actually bought size 11 with the number 29 on the boot tread on the bottom end of it, which somewhat matched almost everything that's I'm hearing. And they said cluster. Now I know that there could be a language barrier, with Canada and United States, but a cluster to me kind of sounds like a group of you know what I mean? It doesn't sound like just one group of boot prints. It sounds like a group of boot prints. So like you might have a few boot prints here in mud, and then a dry spot, and then mud, and then another group of boot prints, and then dry spot and mud. And that's what creates the cluster of these boot prints. But that's just my interpretation of it. It could have been just one, but they do mention 2 sizes, 2 small sizes that children would wear. And one of them matched Lilly size down to the the tread pattern also from the boot. So to me, I like, as much as like, a lot of people want to look like Torch Daniel or Malaya and what they were doing the night before, those boot prints kind of throw a wrench into that. And that's one of the main reasons why I believe that they wandered off more than anything, is the boot prints. If those boot prints didn't exist, I'll be honest, I'd probably be more towards like, hey, they did something. But the fact is those boot prints do exist. And
but the canine weren't able to do anything with it.
Yeah,
but canines aren't like perfect either. And when did the canines go out there? The boot prints weren't found until the middle of the night. It rained overnight. They
were out there.
I think there's
rain helped.
Where they were at and where they were located.
The rain actually helps the dogs to catch a scent. So I want to go over those 2 things. Okay, I'm just going to remove this real quick. And I want to go over, give me a sec, guys. I got so many windows open here. I found the area. So this is in the area of where it was found. Hi, guys. Thank you for coming in. This is the area of where, see all this dirt mounds? This is what I was told. Remember this gravel pit? I specifically remember this area because Salty actually showed it to us not too long ago. Do you guys remember that? And she was like, yeah, when I was looking around, this is right before the search. So I believe the reason why they were out there is because Salty had pointed. Now the Please Bring Me Home wasn't out in that area, but I know that a family member did go out there and look at the items that Salty had picked out. And then Salty was telling me about this gravel pit area here, and that is close to where the shirt and blanket was found, from my understanding. Is autocorrect getting you guys too? Yeah, I always No, I don't believe so either, guys. Carrie, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Thank you. I enjoy doing these members lives with you guys. Thank you so much. You know, like the Salty member. Yes. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, Salty. Yes. So Belinda said this is around the area where that blue blanket and t-shirt was found, you guys. I need to save this area here. It's where the second crossing, she said, second crossing of railroad tracks. This was on the way to school. Remember? Look, no trespassing. Check that out. So if you take Landsdowne, this is still Landsdowne Road, you guys. Still Landsdowne Road. Look. Still Landsdowne Road. Makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. I'm just kidding. Oh, no, you're fine, honey. I know you're busy. I know you're busy. But this is still Landsdowne Road. And it's very, very suspect to me that a lot of these items were found on that road, guys. They were all found on this road. It wasn't Please Bring Me Home, but it was a family member that was out there with them that day that found it. That was checking out something else and found it. Oh, I did not type that to end. Stupid figure must hit that AI. Good old AI, right? Or someone found the same day Friday kids went missing were these the items found. So this was the day that the Please Bring Me Home was out there, but the item wasn't found by Please Bring Me Home. It was found by a family member who went out with the Please Bring Me Home, is my understanding. Okay, so I need to save this area, but I just said it was very coincidental because Salty and I were just talking about these mounds of dirt and stuff. It's crazy because she's like, the gravel pit. And there's other dirt mounds out here. I'm just going to place a pin here if it'll let me. Actually, let's see. This is 1874 Landsdowne. Give me a second, guys. Eek. Oh, man, now I lost my spot. I think it was right through here. This is what I'm just going to pin a spot right here. No, I don't want to go down there. I'm just going to pin a spot so I know in the general location here. All right, new. Give me 1 second. I like to make sure new shirt and blanket. Okay. I like to make sure I have everything mapped, guys. That way when I'm talking about it, like you're welcome. That way we can understand because I have everything together. The Crown Attorney is putting the case together, but there's some glitches they have to promote. Yeah, I think they have a lot more than what they're saying. No, he's a nice guy though. He's a good guy. He's a really nice guy, guys. I mean, I understand he's looking at it from a logical perspective, but here, let's go. Okay, I did a video earlier. I haven't uploaded or anything. I was debating on uploading it. But a lot of the landscaping around here where I live in upstate New York is very similar to Nova Scotia and Canada, right? And I looked up because the children, if they did make it out to where the boot prints were found, they would be all tore up, guys. Bossman said it was a Kia Rio, yeah. But the thing is, Durwood sold a Kia Sportage back in October. And you could say that he has a mustache and is 50s, well, I think he's in his older than 60s, but maybe around Janie's age, right? Which she said she's 60. Yeah, Joyous, of course. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You guys are great. So I want to go over this part real quick. It says no indications from the dogs, no prints, nothing. And they're talking about basically the blanket and then the boot prints, right? There's nothing. There is no smell, nothing, you guys. No, this was at night. This was at, oh no, excuse me, May 3rd. So this was the following day at 9:46 a.m. We do have some clear footprints, right? And it says, so we're probably 3/4 of the way up the gas line. 3/4 the way up the gas line. I just want to give you guys the update now. And he talks about the gas line, and he says, there are clear footprints heading towards my waypoint. When I got to my waypoint, there was nothing past that I could observe, though. I just want to highlight though, right? Good night, Joyce. Enjoy your dinner, hon. I know I got some, man, I am so hungry. So basically he says though at the end of it, because there's clear footprints, right? They were just in a cluster, but there's nothing else, no other tracks or anything. There's nothing else. So how did the boot prints get there? Did the aliens beam down somebody and they did a little dance and went back up into the spacecraft? Because that's what they literally don't understand it. There's no tracks or anything leading up to those boot prints. It's just the boot prints in that one spot, and then it's bye-bye, you know? Let's keeping it real. Thank you, my dear. I love your picture too. I love that. I appreciate you, hon. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thanks. So they're even like questioning, right? So the boot prints and stuff were found around 9:46 the following day. No scent, no nothing, you guys. Nothing, right? Let's see. I'm just going to go down. And they just go on saying, because they said the dogs didn't get a scent or anything. It says, asking a photograph to be taken and sent to the command phone if possible. If there's a self-service, can you please send the coordinates for those prints over? I don't think they did the coordinates on them. Let me see. Testing through, leaving base, command. I never saw the coordinates for those. That's why I was always, because he had asked somebody to send the coordinates over, right? No, I know, Tammy. I don't believe they walked off, honey. I don't. I'm sorry. Wolfie, are you invisible in the other live stream too? Yeah, we both can't see each other. It's weird unless I'm doing a dual stream with somebody. I don't get it. So remember when Malaya supposedly took a picture of the prints and sent it to Janie, but we never actually seen that picture. I don't even think it exists, to tell you the truth, but hey, I mean, what do I know about it? But and that's all that was said. It was just the dogs, no indication from the dogs, no nothing. And I know DT said, well, dogs are, yes, dogs are only good as their handlers, right? But the thing is, if the children were just there an hour or two prior, or excuse me, the children disappeared the day prior from the footprints found, right? But the blanket was found the same day. The blanket was found at 3:48 p.m. on May 2nd, the same day Jack and Lilly disappeared. May 3rd, the following day in the morning, they found the boot prints. But there was no tracks leading up to them, no nothing. Like I said, it was like a beam me up Scotty type situation where it's just little stamps, right, in the ground, and then back up again. No tracks, no nothing. And the vegetation and the bushes surrounding that area, guys, those kids would have been cut up. They would have fallen several times. Look at the downfall in that area, right? Look at this.
look at all this brush and stuff. I want to show you guys. If they had a cut through there, and I think honestly, if they made this entire thing up where the kids traveled, look, the kids traveled this way. I think they made that up because that would have been probably the easiest way to leave, right? Think about it. That would have been the easiest way to the road. I mean, unless you went that way, but so basically they're trying to say the kids came out of here, nobody saw them walking, right? Nobody saw them walking at all while all the buses and everything are going around that morning. There's family all around over here. And somehow, it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy how, oh my God, let me zoom out. Nobody saw them walking. They dropped their blanket. They kept going, left boot prints, stuff out here. And then didn't get cut up or anything. But look how thick this shit is. Like, even if, when you could see like deer trails and, deer trails and other stuff, they would be falling everywhere. They would be getting scraped up, everything. Even in this, it might look smooth to us, but guys, there's probably like pits in there, everything. It's crazy. That's kind of dumb for me to say, but a bobcat isn't going to grab two kids at once. I mean, yeah, it might scare the kids, but you would hear them screaming. Kids aren't going to be quiet if they see something scary. They're going to be screaming. I honestly believe someone took an ATV with their boots. That's why they all kept saying, I can't believe you didn't find boots. I can't believe you didn't find the backpack. Can't believe you didn't find a pull-up. Because I feel those are planted as well. And they just didn't find those. They just didn't find them out there. Hey, Jules. I just saw her in here, didn't I? There she is. Hey, girl. Question. So they said that, or DT said, because of the rain, that could hinder the dog's scent. That's not true, right? The dogs actually smell better when it's raining outside, right? The kid would have motivation to go somewhere like, if they're running, what's the area that might have some sort of allure for them? Yeah, exactly. To get out of the rain or something if they did walk off. I mean, there's mines nearby, but I mean, they wouldn't know that. Yeah, right. And blamed a freaking mouse. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought dogs can smell a lot better in the rain. I know when it rains or if it's windy, my dog will sit there and she'll just like this. Like, just watch your dog when it's rainy and windy outside. You can tell. Even we smell better in the rain, right? You could smell different scents. Near the train tracks, yeah. Well, it seems like everything moves, not mouse. Yeah, could. That's where the new blanket and Janie's Acres new blanket. Look right here. That's my understanding right there. That's where the dirt piles were that we were looking at that one time. Railroad crossing. Pretty sure that's what she was saying. Let me see. Hold on. Because there's no other railroad crossing up here, right? Feel stupid because I'm like, no, it has to be there. Yeah, that's pretty far away from their house, right? I don't know. I have it labeled over there. That's wrong. Oops. I have the other place labeled where Salty pointed out. That was on the way to the school. But how did nobody see? You know what I mean? If the children actually walked out of the house, guys, there's no way. There's no friggin' way. Absolutely no way. No way, Jose. Where are the documents at? I just pulled them up. I want to show you something else too. The dogs would have picked up on pee in the woods too, just saying. Absolutely. And the thing is, those kids would have been cut up like scratched up. They're imagine them trying to get over all the dead trees and stuff that have fallen on the ground. They would have to slow down to either crawl over them or they would have went like around them, right? Let me show you something. Hold on 1 second. Let me do this real quick. I want to share the documents with you. I think there's something up with that whole Alvin McKenzie and those weird, strange people. Oh my gosh, I just had the documents. Where are they at? Nope. There they are. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. He's in the bushes. He can't. No, he went over to Charm. Oh, no, he can't be in here, Jules, because I have it on members only. Negative news in this case. I don't know what that means. The first and only membership, but I don't think Daphne sees me. I see you, Diesel Weasel. Hi. I see you. I see everybody. Well, sometimes like it goes by too fast. I have to slow the chat down. But it seems like the chat's pretty calm now. He's waiting with the next. Yeah, I won't put up with that. I won't deal with that. I gave him a chance to come up on stage. So he wants to be a baby, then oh well. Not my problem, right? Yeah, I see you. I see you. I think this is really weird. Right? I know some people have said that there's a Corporal McKenzie in the RCMP. Of course, you can't find out anything about them to see if they're related, but I haven't seen that actual name related in Janie's family tree, though. So glad to hear. Glad to not be a ghost. Later, they say Jenna is Hayden's girlfriend. Who said that? Shelby's Hayden's girlfriend, right? Shelby's Hayden's girlfriend, right? Guys, hit that thumbs up for me. I'm debating on whether I'm putting this out later. Okay, I want to go down. She mentioned there was an Alvin McKenzie mentioned in the article or the documents. I didn't see that, but I could be overlooking it. Let's see here. 1 second, let me close that blind. You said as I was typing it. I read your mind. I don't see anything with Alvin McKenzie in here. She just says she got a call from her brother Ron at 8:48 and they talked for about going to town. That's, Janie's stuff here. She woke up again when she heard Daniel yelling for Jack and Lilly. She didn't think anything of it because Jack liked to look for bugs. That is weird. That is weird. Yeah, I find it I know the name is popular there, but it's just weird. She liked to look for bugs. I think that's weird too, guys. And then now with hearing Salty, do you know where the timestamp is? Because I want to re-listen to that again, where DT's talking about with Janie's heart condition. Do you remember? Well, not her heart condition, but lack of heart condition. Also tried to call her mom around that. Yes, absolutely. And that's the weird thing too, because you have Malaya calling her mom, missed call at 8:28. You have Janie, right, calling her brother at 8:48, which is 20 minutes later, right? And if you go backwards, thank you, Salty. If you go backwards, then you have 6 o'clock. Janie's up 6:17, right? Right before the first missed text from her brother Ron, Malaya checks Jack and Lilly out of school for the day. Right? I can see you, Pooh. Good to see you, hon, Pooloo. Ivan, who's Ivan? I'm looking up here. Can't read anything. But think about it. That's weird, right? But Daniel was sleeping the entire time. Daniel was sleeping the entire time, but the two ladies were up. DT shaking his boots that he walks off theory. I can totally debunk that. I totally debunk that. Like, I think maybe he's just going by what the documents say, because they did confirm that was the right size for Lily's boots. Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of kids. I mean, the only place really to shop out there is Walmart. And there's children the same age as Jack and Lilly. So I'm sure all the rubber boots that they get probably have the same stamping on them that are Walmart brand. Oh, Claire Bell in a ditch and the little girl was found. I know, Diesel. I remember yes, that was crazy. And they arrested her right away. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue Jay. Harder laws. Maybe Daphne and Shannon will go over them. So, yeah, we can. Absolutely. We can definitely do that. There was one more thing I needed to show you guys. I'm waiting for Salty to come back with that because I want to play that over again. This just goes over. I think that's weird about here in Jack. Let's see. I don't see anything, though, about an Alvin McKenzie in here. And it's the guy that did the conversation. But there's no Alvin McKenzie in here. Neil McKenzie. I do not see any Alvin McKenzie, which I know that's her brother. It's definitely her brother. But I don't see anything that shows that in here at all. Nothing. Nothing. All right, let's go to... I never heard about the bugs. Janie said that. I thought she said... Absolutely, Blue Jay. She absolutely said Jack likes to let my chickens out. But in that one, she said Jack likes to get into things when he's digging up worms. Well, if Jack's getting into stuff, why is he yelling for Lilly and Jack? See, that just doesn't make quite sense there, right? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, they have a Walmart close by. Alvin and Jenna, someone, right? So... Alvin and Jenna were seen over there by Ron's house on Landsdowne Road, allegedly. That's what she was talking about. And Jenna, I heard, maybe was adopted by Logan or something, or maybe someone in her family. She's younger. She was in the darker sedan, the black sedan. And... you know, Logan is Daniel's cousin on mom's side. So what were they doing, though, out there? Claire Bell, yeah, that was sad. Okay, I'm waiting for Salty to confirm with me about the non-heart issue. Yeah, because I remember Janie saying, actually, I have Janie's transcripts, too. Give me a second. We'll look it up. Give me a second. Janie's transcripts. There we go. We'll look it up. And here we go. And health condition, I think it was. Health. I have a condition. Is that how she said it? Condition. Oh, come on. Carry Jack. Not carry him from my own. Okay, not that part. Hold on. I had to carry Jack through the woods. He would not go in the woods. He would stand there. He wouldn't go over a branch. He wouldn't go under a branch. Watching on 3XV, reading captions. Oh, thank you. You know what? I could just look at the I could just look at the transcripts. Give me a sec.
Oh, here, give me 1 second. I want to add this real quick though. Janie's transcripts. I find this really weird. So Janie and Daniel both do not think Jack and Lilly are in the woods at all, right? Thanks, Salty. It's okay if it's that video.
Will you send it through Facebook? Because I can't click on. I don't think I can click on it here. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I don't think I can click on it here. 1 second. Might be able to on my phone. Oh, I can't click on my own video. Hold on. All right, there we go. 2-minute call. That's the one I got in. Do you know where the timestamp is? Is it after he spoke with the girl or before? Okay, so Janie said, thank you so much. I got it actually up right now because I have it. I was going over it earlier. I just don't know where the timestamp is. Is it in the beginning or at the end? You know? Janie says, I had to carry Jack through the woods. He wouldn't go to the woods. He would stand there. He wouldn't go over a branch. He wouldn't go under a branch. I had to carry him over them. So I know they're not in the woods. As I said, I don't even like going into the woods because I don't like walking over trees and branches and bushes. Could you imagine a 6 and a 4-year-old going through the woods? You guys seen through the videos of what searchers went through. There's no way that a 6 and a 4-year-old could go through those woods. Believe me. Believe me. It's before 48 minutes because that's when I stopped it. Thank you. Okay. So that's before the lady. All right, hold on 1 second. I might just grab, I can just grab the transcripts from his video and upload them to the post and see if I can find it. I know that I heard it. I just couldn't remember where the timestamp was. Yeah. So why would the kids? So it starts at kind of 25 minutes. Then he's talking about lie detector tests. Thank you. Thank you. Why would the children go through the woods? So think about it. Let's think about this for a minute, right? Let's use our brains. Daniel and Janie do not believe the children are in the woods. Even with Darren's, he says, yeah. Even with him saying the kids were given to someone by Malaya, right? Even without that, Janie does not believe that Jack and Lilly are in the woods. She doesn't, because it would be too hard for them to go in the woods, right? So what were they all doing? If Janie knew this firsthand, first day, remember, she said, my first instinct was to go in the woods and look for them. But yet you said that they can't, Jack wouldn't go in the woods. It just doesn't make sense. So that's telling me, right? And then you have Daniel saying, they're not here. They're not in the woods. I can tell you they're not here. They're not in the woods. Then where are they? Then where are they? Maybe they're not around your area. She probably did it all the time. Sick old first instinct. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. How was it her first instinct when she says right there? She knew ahead of time that Jack wouldn't walk over a branch, wouldn't walk under one. So the pink blanket was found by Cheryl, Hayden, and Haley, with Logan 2 seconds behind. Absolutely. I've never heard Emily Ogley. Daphne, can you? Yeah, that's what I said. Emily Ogley. Emily Ogley.
I do not see her name anywhere else, but I have heard her name around by doing searching and stuff like that. Yes. It's not on the documents that I have. I can tell you right now, it's not on the documents I have. Here, let me look up her last name. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's not in the documents at all. At all. Hold on. Oh, hold on. When did they bring in the dogs? So listen,
The dogs were brought in on the first day, you guys.
Daniel DT said it took a while for the dogs. The dogs were brought in on the first day
Because remember, they tried using the blanket later on to get a scent.
to find the children. They said the dogs couldn't find a scent. Remember that? I've heard the name B. I have absolutely heard that name. Absolutely heard that name. And Jenna and Alvin, of course, because I have Janie's family tree. Now, to pinpoint that name, Emily, I'll have to do some more searching. Absolutely. Shan and I are doing some more research on it. She's at an event tonight, so she couldn't come up. But we will be going over it. I have to watch the rest on replay, Daphne. Oh, it's okay, honey. All right, I'm going to... There's one more thing I wanted to show you guys, if I can remember what it was. Okay. Let's get rid of Janie here. Okay. So I know for a fact dogs were brought in first day. They were just sent dogs, right? And I completely understand that dogs are only as good as their handlers, right? As good as the handlers train them. So let's look at this for a minute. Let's look at the maps. So we know the blanket was found here, right? On May 1st at 3:48 p.m. The boot prints were found the following day in the morning around 9:45 a.m. on May 3rd, right? Excuse me. I just find it, even though DT says these boot prints here, right? He says if it wasn't for the boot prints.
Oh, I love you, Salty. Thank you. 42 minutes.
Awesome. Thank you. DT says if it wasn't for the boot prints, I would have a different conclusion.
Thank you. 43, 33.
Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you. You're awesome. Actually, I'm right on that. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Wasn't the gal who resigned from PBMH named Cynthia? No, Chrissy. Chrissy was her name. That name, the Oakley name, and Jen, I'm telling you, those names I know. Yes, it was, yeah, wasn't it? Chrissy, Trevor's, I think. Trevor? So think about it. DT says if the boots, those boot prints is what makes him believe that the children walked off, right? Not the blanket, just the boot prints, because of the casting and stuff that they did, right? So they did a casting of the boot prints. Give me a second. I'm going to just go to boot prints in this document. Come on. Boot print. Oh, can you write? Maybe footprint, maybe? Okay, there we go. It says that night, mountain bike teams came in to do searches on trail areas, right? Boot prints were found on the pipeline. Whoa, wait a minute. That night? Oh, it must have been Monday night. Okay. Or, excuse me, Friday night. Stupid. Give me a second. Let me show this to you guys. All right. Let's get rid of the maps for a minute. because dispatch said that the boot prints were found at 9:46 a.m. on May 3rd, the next day. And then you read the docs here. Give me 1 second. I have too much stuff. Okay. That night, mountain bike teams, which had to have been Friday night, came in to do searches on trail areas. Boot prints were found on the pipeline by GSAR Friday night into Saturday. There you go. Answer my question. There were clumps of them, and they were 2 different sizes. She said they were small in size and corresponded to what children would wear. They focused on the search in that area because of the boot prints. They did a grid search in that area of the boot prints and expanded out to the waterways as well. They conducted more searching in that area of the house. They brought in heavy urban dogs who use air scenting to find people that are alive. They heard reports of people out with kids searching, so they were not sure the boot prints belonged to Jack and Lilly. They did think it was out of the way for people to bring their kids to search. It's a pipeline.
Guys, it's a trail. People use those trails to ride their ATVs, guys.
Now, if there was absolutely, in my opinion, if there was absolutely boot print marks leading up to them, or even
They searched that entire area, even with the dogs, the scent dogs, right?
if the children had walked through there, don't you think there would be other boot prints around in that area? There would have been, right? For possibly having a heart condition would be too much to handle. Bad news for Janie to handle right now. There's no diagnosis condition, and maybe you guys see what Salty just said? So that's where I need to go, 4415. Okay, thank you. This is Janie, guys.
So don't you think there would be more boot prints other than that one little tiny area out there? Don't you think that there would be some walking off, some walking there?
Just my thoughts, right? There are mines up there. There's mines up there behind. It's where Alex Penny was found, I believe. Alex Penny was found not too far from there. I have it on my maps. I know I do. Hold on. Of course, you didn't save it. Where? No, Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin was found not too far away from there. Alex Penny was found on the one over. Yes, there's many mines. Alex Penny was found at the one over there by Pioneers Cemetery, I believe, over in that area. I don't know with the boots, guys. I'm sorry. I just believe that there would be more leading up. I know she did a cast and stuff of them, but those are trails out there. There's so many people with ATVs. You got Ron's house, right? He has grandkids. You have Earl, which he can't see his other grandkids right now. You have who else lives out there? I mean, Janie lives out there. There's other people that live out there. There's a person that lives across the street from Earl with a long driveway. They could possibly have kids. I know Brad's kids have ATVs, and I'm pretty positive that they probably ride around all those pipeline trails and stuff. Why ride on the pipeline trails? Because they've been mowed. They're easy to ride around in, right? You know, there's no water right there in that area. Just ride in there. I don't know, guys. Ron McKenzie's property, yes. All right, let's listen to this real quick. Yeah, there's a mine close to Ron McKenzie's property. All right. I'm going to go show you what Salty just said. Yeah, usually people are smart enough not to mess around with heart conditions. That's a pretty serious thing, and to just ignore it if someone's telling you to go get checked. I find that very suspicious, Salty. I find that really suspicious. See, I thought that yes, B, the Pioneer Cemetery.
Started a bit before then. Before the 44 or the 33? Which one do you want me to start at first? The 44 or the 33? Because I have it on the 33 right now. Here, I'll start it. I'll start it here, and then we'll go to the 44. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right.
And that would have been a problem. You know, if they came back saying, hey, we can't tell whether you're lying or not, then you're not suitable for the lie detector test.
This is perfect. Thank you.
And that's kind of what happened with Janie. She had a heart condition of some sort, and it made her unsuitable because her heart did not fluctuate when she lied.
He said she had one.
So she was unsuitable. That's the whole purpose behind it. That's the whole reason.
Oh wait, but there's something.
Why
Okay.
they didn't, they tried to give her a lie detector test, but when they asked her to lie, it came out the same. And so they told her it's possibly a heart condition that she should go and get checked out.
Oh, weird. Yeah.
When she told me that, she was kind of
possibly. She told me possibly a heart condition, and they told her to go get it checked out. What? Robin, thank you so much for your super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here and being a mod too. I appreciate you. Thank you. No, I don't think I did that. Thank you, mod. Yeah, I'm gonna go play in a minute. Thank you. You mods are great. Thank you. Yeah, then go listen to what Janie told him. All right. Wrong. My dog is literally trying to break the door down. Hold on.
breaking down and things like that,
Right,
crying. She's
next
like, I can't handle any more bad news. And so she's just going to live with the possibility of having some sort of heart condition. And I'm saddened by that. I hope she goes and gets it checked out. But
did y'all hear that? Let's play that again.
The surface, they look similar. They're not. And so, you know, both things can, whether you're lying or not, then you're not suitable for the lie detector test.
Wow, salty.
And that's kind of what happened with Janie. She had a heart condition of some sort, and it made her unsuitable because her heart did not fluctuate when she lied.
Anxiety.
So she was unsuitable. That's the whole purpose behind it. That's the whole reason why they didn't, they tried to give her a lie detector test, but when they asked her to lie, it came out the same. And so they told her it's possibly a heart condition that she should go and get checked out. When she told me that, she was kind of breaking down and things like that, crying.
What polygraph person tells you to go get checked out? Don't tell him. I won't say anything, Robin. I promise. I promise I won't say anything. Who has the polygraph people tell you to go get your heart checked out? Guys, what? Well, I'm sure they probably see if people have heart conditions or whatever. But what if she's just really like anxiety or something, right? That's crazy. That's crazy, guys.
And she's like, I can't handle any more bad news. And so she's just going to live with the possibility.
Jamie McKenzie can't handle any more bad news. So she's not going to go get her heart checked out. What? She doesn't want to go get her heart checked out because she doesn't have a heart problem. That's going to be on the records. And the RCMP are going to know that you're having a problem, Missy, with your polygraph test.
Ability of having some sort of heart condition, and I'm saddened by that. I hope she goes and gets it checked out.
I hope she gets it checked out too, DT, because that will tell us if she doesn't have a heart condition that there's something else going on there. Oh, Kelly, I love you. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You guys rock. Thank you so much. I want to know. Yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Yes, absolutely. I want to know what all I know what salty feels. What boots were found 1 a.m. ish on May 3rd overnight? No, boots were found at 9:40 something in the morning on May 3rd. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Janie has a heart problem, or do you think she is like having some kind of anxiety attack? Because anxiety attacks can make you feel like you have heart problems, right? Or maybe she's low in vitamin B and magnesium. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy, you guys. It is weird. Janie, I know you're not listening right now, and I'm debating on whether I should put this live, like for everybody else to hear it. But yeah, I would like for you to go to the doctors and get your heart condition checked out. Your imaginary heart condition, I guess. I don't know. You would know if you had a heart condition. You would absolutely know. My mom has heart disease, you guys. My mom has heart disease. She's had several stents put in. She's had 2 bypasses done, guys. And she's not that old. It's not good at all. She's on medication for the rest of her life. She said, like, right before she had a massive heart attack, she could feel like she got so dizzy and passed out. And it was crazy. It was crazy. Like, I don't even like talking about it. And like, sometimes I get like scared because like, I know it runs in your family, you know, like heart conditions and stuff like that. And of course I don't eat well. So, but, Janie definitely needs to go get checked out. I bet that we would all like to know, because if she doesn't have a heart condition, then you else got something else going on, Missy. Miss Joyous, thank you, my dear. Did you go have your dinner? Thank you so much for those 10 gifted memberships. You're awesome. No, all you guys are stars. Thank you. Eastern Girl said, my mom passed away from heart problems and my daughter is 35 and has heart problems with a defibrillator. I am so sorry to hear about that. Wow. So you absolutely know when you have heart issues going on. And anxiety can make you feel like you're having a heart problem, but it's anxiety, or low magnesium can even make that feel. But she definitely needs to go get checked out. Yeah, thank you, Joyous. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. A pacemaker would probably be affected as well. It could be, yeah. Nervousness can bring up an anxiety attack. I think she's hiding some truth as well. I really do. I honestly believe that. I don't know. In my opinion, you guys know, I think she witnessed something that happened, because she said she always emphasizes on, I should have got up. I should have went out, or this would never have happened. What would have never happened? Because you guys keep pushing. Malaya gave them to family. So what's so wrong with that? Giving them to family, which we all know that's not true. You are more than welcome, dear. I absolutely love this channel. And Daffy, Chat, and our mods. Oh, you do? Kelly says, I have a heart condition. I have several other things going on with me, but always here for you. Oh, Kelly, I love you. I'm sorry to hear that, honey. Oh, I know. That scares me, guys, like heart conditions, right? I don't know. I'm scared. I had my blood pressure taken like the other day, and I hadn't had it taken in like a couple years because I know I'm really overweight. B, yes, I can definitely email you that, honey. I had it taken and it was like 137 over 80, which is high for me. And then I had it taken again the right way, like where you hold the arm steady and stuff like that. And it wasn't over my clothing. She made me like pull my sleeve up, and it was like 128 over 70. 2 or something. So it was a lot lower, thank God, because I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally need to lose some weight though. That would probably help. But I don't want to have like all the work my mom's done. That's so scary to me, you guys. It's so scary. Jen, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. Aw. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys for being here and hanging out with me. Seriously, I really do. I don't know what I'd do with myself. Seriously, just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Early in the wall, a purple scarf or clothes. Hold on one second. Early, a purple scarf that was handed in, never heard anymore. I want to say I did hear about a purple scarf, but now I can't quite remember though. Also consider those who are seemingly are not involved, but had relationships dissolve because of this. Yeah, Justin, Darren, Justin, yeah, Martell, if that's his last name. Yeah, and another thing, why haven't we heard about Justin Martell, you guys? Nothing. That's weird. That is very weird. Like, why they've been... You know what I find weird too, though, you guys? Like, how did Darren not know Jack and Lilly when Jack and Lilly lived at Patty's for a while, right? Like almost a year after, or with Mr. Martell. So yeah, it's weird, right? He says he didn't. It is very weird. It's okay. I take my meds and try to keep calm. I also have PTSD and anxiety. Oh gosh, Cal. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're away from him now, though. Thank God. Oh, geez. I'm so sorry. Oh. How did he not know when Patty asked him to intervene because she thought the kids were being abused? He's lying through his false teeth. And that's the thing, too. I keep thinking, why did Darren get involved? It's either A, he has remorse, like he's like upset he didn't intervene. B, his son. C, could be Ruggs, right? Or D, he's really that dense to believe what he's hearing. Oh, thank God, Kelly. Hopefully you got a restraining order on that person. It's crazy how some people can act like just, yeah, Kelly. Jeez. I'm so sorry. I've met people like that before. My mom was in a relationship like that with my dad. He is just a monster. That's all I'm going to say about that. I don't talk to him anymore. Roseanne, I asked that the other day. We never heard whether Cindy saw Jack and Lilly. Very important proof of life. But yeah, that is weird, Tinky, right? How it's worded in there. How the documents say Malaya had the video call with mom at 3:37 on Thursday, and Cindy would have seen the kids. Like, did they confirm with Cindy that she saw the kids, right? It's just weird how they worded it. I don't think English is their first language, but you would maybe put it that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like the translation, when they did the translation for the English formatting, maybe it did it like that. I'm guessing, taking a wild guess. I don't know. But it was weird how that was said. I agree. Let's see here. I showed you guys where the new blanket and shirt was found. I swear there was something else I wanted to show you too. I know that Shenanigans is going to do a live later on her tea time, and she's going to go over some more stuff with all of this. So many crazy. Oh, I know. Even more now, right? Oh, yes, he went to jail. He's a monster. Thank God. Hopefully he stays there forever. I don't believe people that hurt other people like that or do stuff to children, or you know what I mean? I don't believe that they can change. Like, especially people that, I don't know, like murderers and like pedophiles and stuff like that. I don't believe that they can change. There's something wrong in their head. There's something wrong in their head. Oh, Salty, put the link in the chat. Do you have a link? Salty wrote a children's book, you guys. She absolutely wrote a children's book. It is so cool. You put the link in the chat below. Can you do that for your Amazon book? If people want to go look, I want to go look. That is so cool. Yes, Shenanigans. She's amazing. She's my bestie. Like, seriously, her and I like talk all the time, like, about this case. It's crazy. Awesome. Hey, you guys go check out Salty's book. That is so cool. Here. Can I look at it right here? Give me a second. That is so amazing. Hold on one second. I'll pull it up here. Oh, I brought home a baby polar bear. I love that, guys. Look. Here, let me make it large. Hold on. Oops, me. There we go. That is so freaking cool. I love that. Oh my gosh. Girl, that is awesome. Here, let me send this. Do you ship, or is it, okay, so you just do ebook. Okay, wait, hold on. Read, sample, or Kindle. Buy with one click. So it's just for like Kindle and stuff. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. I could say now that I've met an author. Yeah, that is really cool. That is really cool. Hopefully one day this case will be done, and then maybe we could all pitch in and write a book about this. Like, it's crazy, right? Like, this case, how it's went from this to this to this to this to this. It's changed 100 times. Or we could even just write a book on Daniel. Yeah, it's really cool, Salty. That's amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. You need to pat yourself on the back. Seriously. That is so cool, girl. Yeah, I can put the link in my videos when we do videos too, so people can go take a look. Trauma bonding. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's so cool. All right, guys. I hear the dog actually trying to beat down the door. Salty, go post it in the Facebook group too. Daphne, they don't change unless they are willing to help. Absolutely. I packed it up and left. Thank God. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. Never change. Always the same. And they get worse, actually. They get worse. More time that goes on, they get worse. You got to get the hell out of there. If Dee is innocent, he will be able to write a book. Yeah, no shit, right? No shit. I don't know if I could follow his book, though, because he'd be changing it like every freaking page, if you know what I mean. Oh, the blanket was over here. No, it was over here. No, it was over here. It was over here. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I enjoyed our members live. Seriously, I really did. I enjoyed all of you. Thank you. And Shenanigans will be on later on, so she should probably be getting home soon from her little shindig she had at her work thing. Yeah, I agree, Darlene. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Joyous. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Thank y'all for the super chats and stickers and members. Appreciate you guys for becoming members. Yeah, I want to do this more often. This is fun. That way, we don't have Durwood coming in here yelling either. No yelling for Dirtwood. Thank you all. I appreciate you all. I want to say, have a great night. Stay warm, and Shenanigans goes live later. Maybe I'll hope to see you guys in there. So thank you so much. Thank you. All right, guys, stay warm and have a great night. And I will see you everybody later. Thank you. Good night. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night.